I'm Jason Sterling, a member of the EA Creator Network. As such, part of the packs seen in this stream were provided free of charge from the EA Creator Network. Okay, let's get rolling. Enough of that. Let me make sure that we are live here. Pull up my chat feed, just in case anyone wants to have any chat today. You don't have to, of course. I am happy to chat to myself, of course. Let's see here. Does look like we are live. Let's see here. Okay, I think that we are ready to roll. Let's see. Well, hold on. Now we're ready. Now, today, we're working again here on what I'm calling the Rekall Hacienda. Originally, I called it the Rekall Hacienda because I was kind of inspired by the Total Recall movie from 1990. A lot of that was filmed in Mexico City. So I had this idea of doing sort of this brutalist concrete style hacienda. Pretty early on, I did temper that a little bit. It's not quite that cold or quite that brutal, right? So there's some softness here and some vegetation, stuff like that. So, but I'm still kind of calling it that, the Rekall Hacienda. That's just what I started with. So let's take a look here. Let me get some Go Juice going. It is a miserable day here in the state of Oklahoma. It's going to be like 101 degrees. That's without the heat index, without the humidity and stuff being counted. It probably feels like 110 degrees Fahrenheit or something. I don't know all of the Celsius the Celsius conversion, but it's going to be greater than 40 degrees Celsius. It's going to be greater than that. So let's see here. I'm going to stay inside and I'm going to continue working on the inside of this particular structure. Today, I want to work on this area here. This is going to be kind of an entry hall and a living room. Recently, last night, I worked on these two areas. I had a really big problem yesterday using the tool mod. I had created these floating platforms, right? These floating platform rooms up above these landscaped beds. And I had some real routing issues at the end of the day. I didn't at first, but once I got furniture placed, I had terrible routing issues. The Sims wouldn't sit in the chairs. They wouldn't walk around the floor, all sorts of problems. So I finally resolved that. But then when I resolved that, by placing everything in the basement and bringing it up to the first floor using Move Objects On or a tool mod in this case, you can use either one. Then when I would go up to the second floor, all of that landscaping would disappear. All this landscaping under here that came up from the basement would disappear when I went up to the second floor, which, since this is a two-story kind of atrium area, kind of courtyard area, it really didn't work either. So then I had to work to figure out a way to resolve that. And basically what I ended up doing was putting everything up here on the second floor and then lowering it down using the tool mod. I don't think we can do that. Maybe we can with Move Objects On, the cheat. I'm not sure. But I used the tool mod. So I placed everything up here, all the vegetation I needed. Then I lowered it down here underneath the platform. But since the game still sees as being on the second floor, it doesn't interfere with routing. And then we can see it whenever we jump from first floor to second floor, just automatically changes. There's not even really a skip or a lag or anything. That took forever. That took me a lot of time. I didn't get anything else done on the bedroom up here. And I'm not going to work on the bedroom today. Instead, like I said, we're going to work here. Now, the first thing I know I want to do here is I want to put in a double-sided fireplace. And my thought is to put it right here in the center. The one thing that holds me back is that there's two ways to look at the center and define the center of this room. One way is from this wall to this wall, which puts the center right here, right? The other way is just from the edge of this step to this wall, which puts the center right here, this kind of these two squares. So I really need to put it here to kind of do the appearance of a double-sided fireplace. I really do need to put it there. And I guess that's what I'm going to have to do. The other option would be maybe, well, if I do from here to here, I make it a three spaces wide. This makes it a little tight coming through here. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Gosh, I don't know. This is me building in a nutshell. You should have seen me last night. Trying to resolve both routing issues and stuff disappearing at the same time was just a mess. Just a total mess. I guess we'll go ahead and we'll make, let me go down here at the semi level and take a look at it. Does that seem too crowded? Does it seem like if you're going to have to cut through here or here, that is too crowded? I mean, I don't think so. So maybe I go ahead. Okay, let's not do it that way. Let's take this out, take this out. We're going to take this and this out. We're going to grab our wall. We're going to draw it across here. We'll put our fireplace here, and on this side, we'll build a fake wall on the side of it to kind of contain it. Then we'll have a 1.5 square walk space. So let's do that. Let's grab a fireplace first. We'll start with that. Now, I usually use this same fireplace over and over and over and over. And it's this one because it is pretty much our most modern looking fireplace. We do have this. That's not bad. I guess we could look at using that. I kind of like those two combined together there, but I don't know. I don't know that will actually work. I wonder. I don't think it will. But it gives it a new kind of background to this particular fireplace instead of the tile. So I do kind of like that. I'm going to leave it like that for now. We're going to see. I'm going to go ahead and grab a sim real quick. We're going to have him. I'm going to just teleport him over here. See if he can light this thing. Oh, he can light it. Okay. So merging those two fireplaces together doesn't hurt anything. He's going to go ahead. He's going to light that fireplace. And we'll go and grab a fireplace to go here on the other side, like so. We're going to get some stutter back there off of these fireplaces, which we're going to need to resolve here in a little bit. Let's see here. Oh, let me decide how we're going to handle that. My thought was for building something of substance. Let's just see if that does the trick. To connect these two fireplaces together, kind of define that area, is to use this, which we have used these sort of pieces, you know, elsewhere in this build. Let's see here. Let's try. Try that. I don't know. We can see it through the fireplace, so that's a little bit odd. Maybe this won't work using those. Okay, so let's take those out. That was kind of the idea I was going for. Now I'm a little bit at a loss. What am I going to do with this? I don't know. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We could... Let's try doing this. We'll use these here. And then if we bring these this way, what do we get? That seems like just kind of... Seems a little off. I guess it's not off. I'm looking at this part thinking it looks a little off, but I guess it's not off. Okay, let me look at this for a while and see if I'm even going to like this at all. One thing we could do is we could use the tool mod on this, maybe to some extent to make it a little bit bigger, but not entirely bigger. Let's give it a shot. Let's see. I may be chasing down a really big sort of just hole here. Let's make it 1.25. Scale it up like that. So it's going to scale up in that fashion. We'll grab this. What have we got? Okay, so far I'm not liking any of it. All I could really do, I could go ahead and extend this and so that does it. That does take care of it to some extent. That helps a little bit. And then maybe if we put, I'm going to put a mirror behind this and see what sort of effect do we get. Because I think that could be pretty cool going up the wall. Let me see. I mean, we really don't need the one fireplace behind this one. Oh boy, maybe I shouldn't have started with the fireplace. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and continue with these mirrors. Let's do that. Let's continue with the mirrors and to see where we end up with this look. My thought is maybe if I put mirrors on both sides, then, and I do mirror the back of fireplaces a lot. This is pretty common of a technique for me to do. So let's put that there. But maybe if I mirror the back of this, I can get rid of the wall altogether. So we take care of that. We take that out. Now, how odd is that going to look on the sides? It does look a little odd on the sides. So I'm going to need something to block the side of it, but I just don't think there's going to be anything. What in the world could I possibly use? I'm actually thinking at the moment if there's anything in debug that might work, or something along those lines. I'm also wondering, I'm gonna go ahead and put more of these particular tables out here. Let's see how this looks. Let's see how this kind of effect looks for us. We're going to run it all the way up like it's a chimney. And the thing with this particular fireplace is I'd also like for it to continue on this side. So come up here through this area to provide a fireplace here on this second floor, which might mean I end up doing that. That might be okay. This is going to be a family room area. That's part of why I want to put the fireplace up there as well. But of course, if I do that, if I do run the fireplace up here, I need a very substantial appearing chimney. Okay, we'll put this here. We're going to run these all the way up. Let's look on this side, because this is the side that is going to continue from the first floor up to the second floor. And I'm already thinking I'm probably going to have to do these blocks, these tables, maybe further apart. I don't know. Let's take this here. And then we'll go ahead and do one more here at the top. I'm going to kind of stick out on the ceiling, you know, on the roof. But I think, well, our roof isn't quite high enough, but we can kind of, you know, we're using a platform here, so we can definitely bump that up like that. And all of a sudden, of course, it disappears and all is well. So that will give us a better look. I wonder if, take this out, take this out, take this out, take this out. We're going to take all of these out, except for this middle one, except for the ones that go up behind these blocks. I keep calling them blocks. Obviously, they're not blocks. I mean, obviously, what are they? They are tables. Obviously, they're tables. They look like blocks to me, and they have the feel of a sort of textile concrete block. So that is why I keep referring to them as blocks. Let's go here. See kind of what we end up with. Do. Okay, now we're that far along. If we go on up here and continue, we would have, we'll have this here. Okay, so we are starting to get a pretty good look at what this particular chimney would look like here for this modern home. Continue on this side. I mean, I'm just about to the point that even if I hate it, I'm going to just leave this here because it's taking so much work. And I just, you know, I want to see it before I decide. I want to see it finished because I think I like it. This is, oh shoot, let me see here. I keep missing my shift button there. This is kind of tedious work. This is why it's easier. I love cottages because I don't have to do anything but just, you know, kind of build in place, right? Or a suburban. Suburban homes are kind of like that. Very easy in game to do a suburban home. Not try to put anything extra into it. Okay. I'm going to put a fireplace here. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll grab... I guess we do have a very rare selection of single tile fireplaces. Let me think about what we have here. This side is not going to be exact because if I take out these tables, it's not really going to match. I wonder if that would work. That looks kind of cool. That's not too bad. I kind of like how the stones are right there, and this looks like it's the kind of the firebox. I don't think that will work. Let me see here. What have we got? Red, kind of peach. And white. I'm going to go with the white. Let's see if that works. I don't know if I like it. I don't know if it looks just like a crazy amalgamation of just junk piled together, or if it looks, this part looks kind of cool to me. I do think this part looks kind of cool, and we could always take off some of these other parts. So let's teleport old Derek up here, have him start this thing up. Well, he's gonna do it. Okay, so it does work. Kind of a little bit of a different look there. Instead of using, you know, this thing. I guess we could use that on every level. I don't know. I'm going to leave it for now. I'm going to leave it because I can change my mind later. Put something else in here to fulfill the need for a fireplace on the second floor. I just would have to decide, would these need to go out? Like if we take this stuff out, you know, like that. Kind of pulled that stuff out. I don't know if that really gives, I mean, it's not the same look. I do kind of like that. I might just put all that back for now. We're going to drop back down and continue working on the front entryway here. I'm pretty happy with the way this fireplace looks, except for that stutter there. I'm going to have to work on that. And what we'll do, I guess, is maybe go ahead and remove. We're going to remove this wall. I think. And then, you know, kind of scoot these together. So I really don't need to do that. Well, or do I? Yeah, I kind of do. I'm going to put that mirror back. I was real unsure there for just a second. Like, do I like it? Just a mirror across part of the back. And I actually guess I kind of do. If I'm going to take that wall out, I'm going to need to try to come up with something else to disguise this kind of section here. I have no idea what. I mean, it's like I'm almost there. I do basically like this look. But I'm going to need to close this gap somehow. And the only thing I can really think to do would be to go ahead and just extend the wall out for now. And if something else occurs to me, then we'll do it. But for now, we've got this as our fireplace. Kind of this, you know, sort of modern chimney stack coming up off of it. Running on both sides. Now down here, let's grab some doorways. I haven't put any doors in yet for this particular area. We've got a coat closet here. We've got a half bath. Plain wooden door. Here we go. I really don't want to put both of those side by side, so I think I'll do this. Put that there and put this over here. So this will be the door to our little kind of coat closet area. This will be the bathroom. And in fact, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to split this between these two areas because I don't want that door. I don't want this door crammed in the corner like that. So we're going to take that part out. We'll move the door kind of like that, you know, just so it's not so tight back inside there. Grab, throw some paint on real quick. And then in here, this will be pretty easy to set up a bathroom. L-shaped bathrooms are pretty easy to do and a great way to save a little bit of room. We could also do a 2x2 bathroom that's something I was considering at first. We could do a very small 2x2 bathroom here for guests. And we might do it. When I'm designing the closet, if I feel like the closet needs more room, I don't know why I would feel that way, but if I do, we could go ahead and make this a 2x2 bathroom. But for the moment, we're going to just throw our toilet in here. Almost any toilet will do for now. We'll put that there. And we'll grab the sink that I have been using is this one. So we'll put this here. And I think we'll do the same treatment that we did in the master bathroom. We're going to continue that through at least some of the bathrooms, and that will be so that the place has kind of a theme, a design theme running through it. I'm going to grab one of these niche tables here, make it a little bit smaller, and just raise it up onto the wall so that there's this sort of idea that, it's a sort of frame for the mirror, even though we don't need a frame there, right? It just frames out sort of the area where your sim puts their face, right? And you can also, in theory, you could use, in real life, you could use a little shelf there to hold things and stuff like that. Put this here. I'm going to move this door over. I was going to center it, but I think instead I'll just eyeball it so that it's not really crammed in the corner, but it's also not intersecting the sink in any way. The closet we don't need to worry about. I'll probably throw in some design home stuff in there later. Now, what we need when we first come in is a sort of, this is what I think of with a really large house like this with a mansion, is a sort of public living room, which is going to be different than a formal living room and different than the family room. I think of it as just kind of a place where the public meets you, right? Where you're going to meet the public. Not friends, not family, not even acquaintances really, but maybe salesmen, maybe people looking for donations for a charitable cause. I don't know. What do people go to rich people's houses for? Is that what they do, right? To charitable donations, stuff like that. So we need a comfortable area. Here's we enter the door, and I don't want it to be too crowded. Let's start with a table. Let's put in a round table here as we enter the door. If I can find a round table I like, we really need some more round tables, and I would love and die and kill for our glass round table. We don't have a glass round table, so whether I would love it doesn't matter, but I would. We'll put this here maybe. Yeah, we could do something like that. I'm going to take this light fixture out. That's not what we're going to use. We'll go ahead and delete it. And then around this table, we could do just some chairs, just some dining room chairs. I want to do something kind of plush though, so that it looks a little bit, what I'm going to use. What I'm going to use is once the assets drop on this pack. I'm going to use the new chairs that go around the dining room table in here because those do look like club style chairs and they have a very 80s vibe to it, right? That's what I'm actually going to put around here. But for now, I think as a placeholder, let's see if we have anything. This is kind of cool. Now, this is not bad. We've got this avant-garde chair. Comes in a nice black and gold. Also comes in a brown. I've been using a lot of black and brown. Maybe do something like that, not do 6 of them, have it be slightly off center. So again, we're going to get a little bit more of a modern look out of it. I don't know about that chair. I'm not in love with that chair. But I think for the moment, that might be the best we have to choose from, right? Which is fine. And this, these chairs aren't really thought of for an entryway. They're thought of for a dining room. Most of them are really great dining room chairs. I just want a slightly different kind of take on it. I think this will work. I'm going to leave it at that. Let's grab a rug and put under there something modern, maybe with some blacks and browns in it as well. Obviously, the very first thing that pops in my head, and I've been using it so much. I really have been using this pack a lot. Let's see here. It's a kit. It is the... I've got so many kits, you guys. It's the Modern Luxe, right? So it's this particular rug. I've been using this like crazy. I've been using it so much. I hate to use it here again, but it does have that look, right? It has that look. And that actually has some brown in it with the black and gold. So I am going to go with that. The big question is, do we make it larger? Not smaller. Do we make it larger? It's actually too large, but the great thing is we do have tool mod active. So we'll go in here with a tool mod, and instead of making it twice the size or twice the scale, we're going to make it maybe 1.25 the scale. Like that. So it's a little bit bigger, but not giant size like with the typical Max's cheat. Just enough to give it some more presence in this particular space. We don't need a lot in here. We do need a light fixture. Let's grab a light fixture. I haven't seen anything yet that really grabs me, you know, for a light fixture from the new expansion pack for this space. So I guess we probably will go with what we have in here. Something modern, something, you know, very ultra modern, almost brutalist in style, but a little bit softer, you know, a little more natural. I don't know if there's such a thing as natural brutalism in architecture, but something natural. I could use so many more lights. Maybe. I love this. I think this is the coolest thing ever, these fluorescent lights. It is definitely modern. What colors do we have? White, black, gray. That's not bad. I kind of like that. I mean, that's, you know, it's got modern lines because it's got this great square look, right? I mean, at one time this was modern, right? So, you know, during the Craftsman era, that was a very modern look. Does it come? What kind of colors does it come in? We've got this and this. We've got that. I'm going to go with this for now. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Anime. I'm glad that you do like it. Anime Life with Red. It's getting there. It's still got a long ways to go. It's a really big build. I think that might be too big again. So we're going to roll that back. Well, again, we'll jump out here real quick. We'll go into Tool Mod, and instead of making that twice the size, let's try making it 1.5 times the size. We'll do like this here. It's a little bit better. Most of the time, we probably won't see it. I guess it depends on how close we're playing. I tend to play down pretty close. So, you know, we're not even going to see it, but that's okay. Put this here. We'll do we're going to do a table over here with a mirror. Again, like something when you're getting ready to leave, right? Someplace you're going to check your look before you walk out the front door. Very much a American style, American Western style house feel. Let's bring this up here. Turn it around like that, maybe. I'm having to eyeball this just a little bit. I want it to be right up against the wall, but I don't want it to intersect the wall too much. We're going to lift it up a little bit off the floor so that it has kind of a floating appearance to it. Let's do like this here. And then we're going to grab a couple of cubbies from Dream Home Decorator. We've done this. We did this over in the dining room. In fact, or I did. So we'll put that here, here, here. And then I guess we're going to try to eyeball it into place. One thing I might do, let's just try moving this door even more over. I don't want it in the corner. I definitely don't. But at the same time, I feel like I need a little more room here. Put that like that. Now let's see. We've got some great mirrors. I think we'll just use the giant round mirror from like Get Famous. You know, this is really cool, very modern, has a great look to it. Sort of Regency, Hollywood Regency look. And the mirror is going to reflect, I think, the fireplace there behind it really well, really pretty. We need some sort of knickknacks we'll put here and maybe some plants here on top. On the plants, I want to go with some flowers. I wish we had a lot more flower arrangements. I guess I could make... I've got the flower arranging table somewhere. Maybe I could make a flower arrangement. Maybe we could use this. This is always good. It's not really designed. It's not going to snap to the top of this. That's okay. We'll just bring it up. In fact, let's put it here. But let's go ahead and grab this and we'll lower it a little bit. Slide it around a little bit. Since we're moving it anyway, I'm just going to kind of move all this stuff around a little bit. Put this here. Slide that over some more. I mean, I'm eyeballing this. You know, one thing that is kind of fun about The Sims is this is almost sometimes like being in an actual house, right? It's almost like moving in. And you feel like, okay, now move it just a little bit to the left. Nope, no, just a little bit more to the right. Back and forth. And so, you know, you get that feel that you really do live in the house of your dreams. I love this house, by the way. I would live here in a heartbeat. But I say that about a lot of things I build naturally. A little pride in my work. But I do love this house. It's too big. I mean, I wouldn't want to take care of it. That's for sure. I would not want to try to... Let's see here. I wouldn't want to try to... I'm just trying to get this right. I wouldn't want to try to clean it. So we'll throw some lighting back there that will kind of light up around the object itself and on the floor. It gives us a little bit of a glow. It doesn't seem like much, and a lot of times I'll double check it, but you can see here if I take it off, it definitely changes the tone of that look. So we are going to put it back into place, and we'll see. I mean, it's not a huge difference, but I'm still going to leave it. Still going to leave it. Let's see if we can find a couple of knickknacks here. The one thing I'm really pushing for, I'm not pushing for this. I shouldn't put it that way. The one thing I would love to see, is like a knickknack kit, right? Like a kit that's just full of like decorative vases and I don't know what all. Like what sort of stuff do you buy like at a home goods type store or Kirkland's or Pier 1 or something like that? Just, you know, vases and bowls and trays and stuff that goes on top of other stuff, right? I would love to get more decorative and stuff that looks real. Like, I mean, these are fine, but how many people really have giant crystals sitting in their room? Not really very many. And so, you know, I'd like to see something a little more realistic that fits in with the decor of a house. Like this stuff is kind of cool. Sometimes, I mean, we can use this. This is nice. Will it fit? up there. It does fit up there. So we'll put that in there. Maybe this birdhouse. We're going to make it a little bit smaller so it looks like it fits. And let's use this mysterious basket. We'll make it a little bit smaller too. So, I mean, that's kind of nice. See, those sort of objects, you know, the sort of just kind of like, who's going to really have a wooden birdhouse with a bird in it? Nobody. Well, Victorians would. But, you know, so stuff like that is what I'd love to see, like in a kit. I don't know what you call it. Clutter kit, junk kit. I don't know. Future garage sale kit. Now, over here, I don't think I'm going to put anything on the fireplace mantle. I think I'm going to leave it pretty bare. The wall behind it, I am really tempted to outfit that wall with some sort of color or wood or something. Now, so far, you know, here in this small, what I call the lounge, a lounge area, because we will have a bar back in this room. I did do the walls with sort of that sunset purple, kind of give them some color, but be still modern at the same time. Here I used, you know, a giant water fountain up against sort of the blue slat walls. Again, a sort of modern look. And then here I used the tool mod to take these slats, you know, and kind of tilt them out from the wall. So it looks like they're kind of, you know, stuck into the wall and sticking out with a 3D type of effect. So we've got several things so far kind of as an example of what we can do. Here we've got a lot of texture already with this stuff. So my thought is if we put anything behind this wall, it's going to have to be paint or look like a painted surface. Now, one thing I'm thinking, but I don't think I can make it big enough, and I haven't used it in a long time. Let me look through here. I believe it came with, but I'm going to search that way first. I think it came with Dine Out. A million years ago. I feel like Dine Out was so long ago. And I don't see it here. So I guess it didn't come with Dine Out because it's not any of this stuff. And I wouldn't have been here. No. So it's not Dine Out. Let's see here. I'm going to have to just scroll through everything and look for it. And I think I have a look kind of like it in paint, in the paint selections. I know I'm going to miss it. It's just some postery looking thing. I haven't used it in so long. Ah, it's this. Okay, so it's this thing here. We're going to grab, where is it? Like this thing, this version is what I'm thinking of. I think I thought there might have been something else, but I guess not. It's going to just be this. Now, if we make it big enough, right? I want it to look like someone tried to put a wall treatment on the wall. That's kind of the idea here. So that's a little bit big. We can scale it back a slightly, you know, with the tool mod. I'm going to try scaling it back. See what we end up with. If we scale it, I think it's right now it's at 5 times its size. So let's say we scale it back to 4.75. No, that was 4.75. That's really big. So we weren't up to 5 times yet. So let's scale it back to 3.75. That's a little bit closer. That's very close to the size of the wall. We will scale it to 3.7. And that's a little bit closer. I think that's going to be close enough that we can kind of take a look at this and see if it would work. I really wish. Hello, Amy. How are you? I hope you're having a good day. I'm trying to puzzle out this wall here at the moment. One way or another. I feel like I'm getting a little bit of stutter. Oh, I am getting a little bit of stutter. I've got one of these off here. Let's see. Now, did that fix it? That did fix it. So I was looking at this, and we can do that. We could also do. Oh, thank you, Amy. I think it's getting there. I'm kind of digging this modern look, and I want to do, you know, something a little bit different, things I don't normally do, which I do modern, but I want to do a little bit out of the box. So I'm doing a lot of build tricks and stuff with this one. Now we could do this sort of gray sunset, you know, this sort of grayscale. I really like that, and I really like the way it looks here. The only thing I don't like is I already used this in purple in another area. So, you know, I guess it doesn't matter if I did do that. But I kind of don't want to do it for that reason. Let's see here. Look up here. I mean, I don't dislike that look right there. That's actually kind of an interesting take on it. I might leave it like that. If it ends up, again, it's like anything. Everything can be changed, you know. There might be all sorts of ideas again in the future, but for now, I think I'm going to leave it just like that. And we're going to do the same thing on this other side. So we'll put that there. We'll grab that because I want it to be a very symmetrical sort of feel here on both sides. I think that's probably too big. It is a little bit too big. And that's too small. Oh, what size did I make this thing over here? Oh, man. So let's try this. Let's do it with the tool mod and then see if somehow I can get both sides the same size. Because the first thing I did is I scaled it to 3.75, I think, right? No, 3.7. So we'll scale it to 3.7. And then I think I went ahead and grabbed it and dropped it down into half. Yeah, okay. I got to be a little careful of that. And then is it kind of the same place? No, we're going to lift it up one here. Maybe we'll just take it up like that. Try to make sure it gets roughly in the same area. It's going to be kind of tough, but it's close enough. Okay, so let's finish off. I don't think I got the paint all the way across here. Like that. And that will be our double-sided kind of fireplace area. This is going to be the public area here, sort of a public zone. We could put some works of art out here. Let's do... I think I'm going to use these columns again with the new pack with the Lovestruck. I'm getting like kind of a real 80s sort of vibe, but it's a little bit 90s mixed in there too. And so I'm going to work in some of these columns because kind of in the late 80s and the early 90s, like, you know, everybody I knew, their families, everybody had like these plaster columns in their houses with like bust setting on them or vases or whatever. So we're going to let's put we go with flowers on it, of course, like always. It's our big fallback, hitting at flowers. We go with flowers on there. Let's see if we have a bowl. What kind of bowls do we have? Do bowl here. We got this sort of bowl. We got a bowl of fruit. Got a golden bowl of fruit. Oh, we've got this. This is nice. You know, I might use this here. I'm going to put some blue in it. Let's do some blue in it. Now, okay, so we have these bowls, which I could put over here. And then we've got mixing bowls, which our Sims will promptly clean up as soon as they get a chance. So maybe we could do that. I don't know. I think I want something a little bit grander than that. And I have no idea what. We'll take a look here. I mean, we have vases, but we haven't had any new vases really in a while. So I feel like I use the same ones kind of over and over, which is not necessarily a bad thing. That's fine. I can do that. You know what we could do? I'm going to do this. I'm going to grab these 2 dogs. I'm not even going to use these columns here. Maybe we'll put them someplace else. Maybe not. I'm going to grab the 2 dogs. I think I'm going to do them in silver, or maybe, what colors they come in? Bronze, silver, and gold. So maybe silver? Let's go with silver. I knew someone once, and her home, she had these giant, like almost like Majolica, but I don't know if you could make Majolica that big without it breaking in the kiln, but they were huge. I mean, they were probably 5 feet tall dogs right by her front door as you came in. Can't remember where she got them. They must have cost a fortune. Let's see here. So every so often I do the same thing. Now these do not look anything like it. The dogs she had, like I said, they were more like a Majolica type of finish. And so they had color to them. What kind of dogs were they? Like they were sort of a greyhound, like greyhounds, but they were sitting like this. So they had a lot of color to them, like the collars had color and stuff like that. So I am not real sure. Oh man, I wish I could see them. It's been 20 years since I saw them. So I don't know, but that's why I do this sometimes, is put large dogs like this next to the door. Kind of gives that sort of feel. And it's vaguely Asian, you know, some Asian cultures put ceramic food dogs, you know, by the door to catch evil spirits as they come inside. We're going to go in here. We're going to put in some furniture in this room. And I think of this room, this is kind of our formal living room. I also think of it as kind of a little bit of a party sort of room. It is right off the bar area, you know, this kind of lounge area. So it would be the sort of place where maybe if you're having a party or having people together, you're going to need a lot of places to sit. So sectional comes immediately to mind. And there's a particular shape of sectional that I've done a lot. I did this in The Sims 3, and I've been waiting for The Sims 4 to get sectional so I could do it in this game, and I do it here a lot. So I think I'm going to do it again. I think I'm going to do it again. We're going to grab the sectional. Maybe we'll do it in a color. We could do blue. Or we could do white. Got kind of a red, yellow. So far we've used a lot of black and white. I think I'm going to stick with blue. The blue does have a dark bottom to it, so it's going to work to some extent for what we need. We're going to begin by creating a sort of sofa here in front of the fireplace, like that. Then we're going to bring this around like this. Put this here. Let me go ahead and just map out some more parts of this, and this will go here. And then I think we could do... That'll do it. Let's do like that, and then we're going to grab, you know, this piece. Is that right? Do I want that piece? No, I want this piece. Like like so, and a few more pieces of this. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Sorry. Blast it. Here we go. Grab this here. Okay, so we have kind of an S-shaped sort of sectional. And like I said, I've done this so much in my life, but I do still like it. And a lot of times what I do is I go in here and I use a pony wall. Again, in The Sims 3, I did it this way. I do it this way in The Sims 4. I'm going to grab a little pony wall here. I think the 4 will be the right size. It is pretty much the right size. Well, let's look at a 3. If we do a 3 here. Nah, let's stick with a 4. Let's do a 4 here. So it's obvious of what we've got. Put a 4 like this and that. Kind of outline this entire thing with this sort of pony wall. And I might take those new pillows we have and kind of put them along here, maybe one over here, create a sort of pillow backed area. That's another thing we really don't have in the game, and I wish we did. It would have been great with this upcoming pack because the upcoming pack has so much of an 80s kind of feel to it. Again, in the late 80s, early 90s, you saw a lot, like everywhere, again, pillow back sofas. So the sofa really didn't have a back. It just, I mean, it did. It had kind of like a hardwood back, but then it had just a whole bunch of pillows. Let's use this. All across the back of it. Put that there. We're going to need, for now, I'm going to put white on the pony wall. I'm not real set on that. We might do a sort of color here, come up with something kind of modern to outfit this with. Okay, so we've got that set up. Then on this area, I usually put in a couple of tables. And on top of the tables, I put a couple of trees, right? Or some large plant-like item from, our plants, right? So grab, I'm going to do this real quick. I'll put this here. Actually, I want to turn that to black. Let's do black here. Kind of matches the coffee table that way. Now we'll see if we have some end tables that are also going to give us this effect that we're looking for. I've never really come across anything in 4 that I like as well as what I had in 3 as far as this one table goes in this one area. Now there's a lot of things in 4 that I like more than 3 and vice versa, but somehow I've never found a table to replace the one that I used in 3 that I felt like just fit perfectly for this particular look. So let's see what we've got currently. We've got this sort of thing. This I use a lot. This does kind of work. This isn't too bad. And one thing I might have to do is go ahead and lower those pony walls. Maybe. One thing I fall back on a lot is, why do I not see it? Here it is. This sort of blocky sort of table. We can do like that. It does have a nice modern look. I've used so much stuff from Spa Day so far. I mean, this is almost like a Spa Day build. I've used so much Spa Day stuff. Now, Spa Day has a very modern tone, and I'm sure that's, definitely part of what's driving that. I might do these in brown. Let's grab our pony wall. We're going to drop it down here to a number 3. And I really want this table to stick up above this wall a little bit. That's why I dropped the wall. As you can see, the table still doesn't stick up. And if I do it with the cheat, it gets way too big. Plus, we lose that light bar. I'm going to try doing it with Tool Mod and just increasing the size a little bit. Like maybe instead of 200%, just increase it to 110%. And we'll see if that makes a difference in how much of that toolbar we end up losing. So if we do 1.1, which is 110%, we get something more along the lines of that is just above the furniture. But we have this missing part here, and it does look a little odd. So I'm not going to do it. Let's go ahead and we'll undo that. Great thing about Tool Mod is you can undo everything so easy. Is that a little cat outside? Oh, is that a cat? That's not our cat, is it? Or no, what is that? What is that? What is this thing? Mold something new. Oh, did someone leave lump of clay? I haven't seen that particular lump of clay before. Okay. I guess that's one of the, I should keep that. That looks kind of modern, doesn't? Because it looks almost like a modern interpretation of a cat. Can I reach it? Can I reach it from here? Let me grab this. I don't want anyone to screw with it though and like remold it. I wonder where I can put it to keep it safe. Keep it safe from the Sims. I might need to put it behind glass. Let me put it here for now, and then I'm going to grab, real quick, let's go ahead and we're going to grab we have a new box with a glass front on it. Will that keep Sims out of there? I don't know, but we're going to find out. Let's go with this color. And then I'm going to put it in here in our future lounge area. And I'm going to drop this, whatever this is, whatever they were making right in there. That's so weird. I never really play with a lump of clay. I've seen my Sims kind of messing with it before, but I've never seen them make anything. So we're going to call that our modern interpretation of either maybe a cat or a 3-eared rabbit or something like that. And we'll put it in there. Okay, so back to this. My thought is that we go ahead and maybe we just lift these up a little bit. Now, from this one side and under here, it is going to look a little odd, but I don't think it makes that much difference because, again, we can take this and we'll just double it up like that. I'm going to go ahead and put it like that. And then can we see any stutter off that? A little bit. If I make it brighter, can we see the stutter? I think it's okay. If we saw some stutter, it's pretty easy to take care of it. Again, using the tool mod, but we don't have any there, so I think it's going to be just fine. We'll use something, I think like that. That's a pretty good plant there for in the middle of that. Now we're going to try to find a nice large brown rug to go underneath this particular area. So let's take a look at what we've got. I'm going to go ahead and just filter everything by brown because there's a lot of rugs and a lot of different sort of brown ideas within the rug stuff. Let's go with dark brown. See what we have going here. What do we have going here? We have this. Now this is kind of interesting. If we make this bigger. It's not really what I call brown. I mean, it's got a totally good look. I do love this look. I mean, this red and blue and black and stuff, you know, I mean, it looks pretty cool, but it feels like it might be a little bit too much. So I'm going to save that though. I'm going to put that over here in the lounge for the moment because I might end up going ahead and using that. I mean, that's not what I consider brown per se. It's more red, but I do like it. It is grabbing me. Now we've got this sort of thing. I've kind of blown this up before, use it as a floor covering. Not today. I may just have to bring that red back over here. I don't know. There's something about it I really, really, really like. But then at the same time, it's something like, I don't know if I would ever, ever, ever put that in a living room like this. I don't know if I would ever do that in real life. We've got this. This is my old standby. I use this rug all the time. That's because it is a good rug. And see, it does work really well with this stuff. I think it's got like the look I'm looking for. So, what am I building? I'm building a modern hacienda. So the idea is, I'll pull out here a little bit so people can see who don't maybe know the term. A hacienda is kind of a more traditional sort of, I don't want to say Latin house, but a sort of traditional house that you might see more often in Latin America. But you will see this in Europe as well, and sometimes in the United States, in California, Texas, places like that. So a hacienda typically is going to have a bunch of rooms, right, leading one from the next to the next to the next to the next. It surrounds a courtyard, and all of the rooms open off onto the courtyard. So that's typically how you get from room to room. You either walk from room to room, there's no hallway, or you go kind of outside. You know, you can kind of see here this sort of covered area. You walk from point to point outside, as sort of an outside hallway type of area. So it's called a hacienda, right? And since our new pack is going to be in Mexico City, right? I thought, well, hey, let's do a hacienda, but let's do a modern hacienda. Mexico City has a, I mean, a lot of people think Mexico City and they think very traditional, and they think, well, traditional, right? They think a very traditional sort of a tourist album, postcard sort of shot. But Mexico City has a lot of great modern areas, great modern style, great modern buildings and architecture. I mean, it's really, really got a great look. So that let's do a modern take on it. And that's kind of what we're working on here. We've got a ways to go. We still got a ways to go, but we're coming along. We're coming along pretty well. Yesterday we did these floating rooms, you know, for the formal dining room and kind of a lounge. And then today, of course, our living room and entry hall here. So we have this great rug. I do like this a lot, and it fits so well. It fits just perfectly. And then we have this particular rug here. I mean, obviously I like the one underneath it better. The one underneath it has a more intense, richer look to it. That's part of why I like it. So we'll take that off. I mean, it's got a vibrancy, you know, to it. Thank you, Nina. I hope that it's lovely. I hope at the end of it all that it does look lovely. So far, I like it, you know, but my style isn't everybody's style, so you never know. But so far, I do like it. We've got that rug. So I don't know. No, I think what it is I have either this rug, which I use all the time, I do, or we have this one, which I'm really surprised. Let's see if I can reach it. There we go. I mean, I really do like it. It is very, very cool. I'm going to just alter it just a little bit here, try not to intersect. I can always use a tool mod just to make it a little bit smaller. I don't want to intersect the fireplace really. So we have that red. Like I said, the red is so intense. It's so much. I just don't know. I'm going to stick with the red for now. For one thing, I can always remember this brown rug. I use it all the time. That's the first thing that popped to my head. And since I don't use this red rug at all ever, this is the first time I've ever used it. Let's do that. You know, let's just go ahead and do it. And I'm going to, let's put this here. And we're going to use tool mod. We're going to try to make it just a little bit smaller. I can't remember how many times I inflated this. I think I inflated it maybe 4 times. So I'm going to try a 3.9 and see where we end up. No. So let's try this is such a small rug. I got to go in here really close. Here we go. Let's try a 4.9. Maybe it was 5 times I kind of inflated it. There we go. So at 4.9, you can see we just hit the fireplace over here, just the edge of it, and just the edge of it over here. It's a gas fireplace, so no risk of fire, right? I don't know if it's gas. I think it is. Looks like a gas fireplace, you know, the kind of pebble bottom there. Now, we could put some art down here on the walls, and I want to do something along here. Now, my idea is to, what I would love to see along here is a sort of a march of like little animals figurines along there. The one thing that pops into my head right now is from Journey to Batuu. Let's take a look here and see what we've got. Let me see. Journey to Batuu. There we go. Let me see everything. And where is the little guy? This guy. So my thought is, you know, we do like a little line, maybe a little bit bigger, maybe not quite that big, but again, tool mod will be our saving grace, but we're going to start off that big. So maybe do like a little line of these walking along the ledge. Because I don't want to get too much up there. We're keeping a fairly minimalist, modern sort of look about us. And these come in different colors, so we could change it off to maybe do one like that, do one like that, and maybe do we have another one that's kind of spotted like that maybe? So they have a real interesting look to it, and it definitely to me has a feel of modern art, right? Sort of, you know what it reminds me of? It looks like something you would find in a museum gift shop. That's what it kind of looks like. You know, it'd be some guys like famous, you know, work of art. And they would have some replicas in the museum gift shop. That's kind of what those remind me of. Let's kind of look at that over. I think it's good. Down here on this wall, I have no idea what I'm going to use. I just want a singular piece of art. I want something very large, very statement-y. We do have, let's take off Journey to Batuu here. We do have the large works of art from San Myshuno. The works of art from the new pack, I really like them. They look really, really good. But they're a little quirky with the sort of neon outlines and stuff. I might end up using something like that in this build. It is a modern 80s sort of look, but I might not. I'm not sure where I'm headed with that. Oh, that's way too big. Where's the smaller version of it? Let's see here. Got this here. Again, I'm going to go and use tool mod here in a minute, I guess, and make that smaller, or I just maybe could do this and then maybe put the same thing above it. Yeah, maybe like that. I guess we could do that. Now let's grab this, but in a chair form. We'll do or we could do a bench. Let's do chairs. We'll do these chairs back here. I'm going to spread those out a little bit. We're going to need some sort of table, of course. Let's pick out what's popping in my head again is maybe the table from the Moschino pack, right? Very low to the floor. Very, very low scale. Comes in black. We could move these a little bit closer together. Whoops. I'll pull this out just a little bit. We don't want to intersect our painting. Put that there. Now we've still got a pretty blank wall here. I mean, that's really a pretty large blank wall. Again, I would think some sort of art there. I don't know though. I don't want to get crazy busy with the place. I might leave it. Let's go here to nighttime. Let's see just how much. We don't have a lot of light in here. I'm going to put some lighting on these, on the paintings first. That didn't give us a whole lot of light. It gave us a little bit. Let's see here. That seems a little bit off to me. That's kind of weird. I'm going to move it. I'm just going to eyeball that into place to where it looks a little bit closer. It's kind of what I was feeling earlier, you know, in The Sims, decorating The Sims, building The Sims, living in The Sims. Sometimes it's a lot like real life, you know, you're just going to go in and eyeball it and just think, okay, a little bit to the left, a little bit to the right, so you get it right where you want it. Let's see if we have... There's a new lamp coming with a new pack, but I'm not super fond of it. I mean, I am of the concept. Like it's kind of like called a mushroom lamp. That's what I remember it being called from back in the like 80s. That was a long time ago and I was much younger, but it's kind of what I remember it being called. But the texture on it doesn't look great. I mean, it looks like kind of not well-rounded. I'm hoping it's just not done yet. And that when it gets here, it's going to be like a perfectly round mushroom lamp, right? Like just like, because they're usually made out of plastic or something. And so they had a very molded, seamless look to it. I thought they were super cool when I was younger. I really did. And I never got one. I don't think my mother ever bought me one. And I wanted one so bad. And I don't think I ever got one. But, you know, I think because she was afraid it would melt. We did have a friend and like her lamp like that. She put a light bulb in it that was too hot. And the light bulb melted the lamp because it was, like I said, made out of plastic. So maybe that's why she didn't. Who knows? Maybe she, you know, I don't know. I didn't get one though. And I'm still pining away for it. Ruined my life, right? Need therapy now. Okay, so this room's really dark. We're going to need some more light. And I'm not sure the way I want to go. We have a 2-story ceiling here. So this is a very voluminous room. So maybe we go ahead and use, I don't know. We have something like this. I do like this. Let's see. I could center in front of those, you know, windows there. It looks kind of red. I didn't think it was, I guess it's just kind of a, maybe a bronze. Is that what that's supposed to be? Or is it supposed to be red? I mean, the little swatch there. Is that red? I guess it's kind of a brown. I don't know. I kind of like it. I guess it could stay. It does light the space up. Now, of course, it doesn't have, it's not attached to the ceiling in any way, but we'll fix that here in a second. We could also do, I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave it as red. We could make it larger. Let's see what it looks like if we blow it up. That's really quite large. I'm going to try going down here, and we'll go into tab mode and see just how big does that look. Let's go this way. So that's the small version, that's the large version. Or we could do something in between, again, using tool mod, which I say all the time. So I'm going to stick with the small version for now. Later, again, I might decide that, hey, I want to make it, 1.5 times its size instead of 2 times the size. We'll do that. Now, we're also going to grab a way to connect this to the ceiling. I don't remember what kit or pack or anything this came in. What did this come in? Is it base? It's not base game. So it came in like a toddler kit. Is that what that was? That was like toddler stuff? It's weird. I don't remember it coming in toddler stuff. I just know that we have it. So it's called the light rope pole, right? We're going to grab it in this brown. And what I do is I just center it above a light fixture like that, so that it looks like it is connected. Well, it will here in a second. Looks like it's connected to the ceiling. And we're basically going to have to... This might be a little more complex than normal, because the light fixture has 3 places to attach it, right? So I either need to figure out something to make it look like one single plate there, or something like that. Let me think about it for a second. I mean, there are things that we could stick there. We could use a tray, a plate, something. We could use maybe... We'll see how this looks. I don't know how this will look, but I know it exists and I know I can find it easily. So let's go down here. We can use something like this. Maybe in black. Let's do black. Maybe make it a little bit larger. It's still not quite connecting, but that's not that big a deal. We'll just grab our fixture and move it up a couple of spots. I don't know. It's okay. I guess it looks okay. What else do we have that might work for that? I really don't know. I'm at a loss. Let's see. Do we have... Gosh, I don't know what we're going to do. My thought was to use this light rope pole, which we are using, to stick through the roof yet. Yeah, it sticks way through the roof. So that might be... We may just have to use 2 smaller ones, kind of just placed together. I'm going to grab this and... like that. Okay, so we've got that. I just don't know, One thing we could use is the slab of goodness. Let's see here. This thing. Let's grab that in a brown. See if we do that. I mean, it does kind of give us the idea. Kinda. Let's go down here. I don't even know. I mean, it's not going to make that big a difference, but okay. So if we look at it from here, right? I mean, it kind of looks normal. Kind of looks, you know, a little modern and a little industrial. I'm just gonna call it good for now. I'm gonna call it good for now. If I come across something else or something I think will look better, we'll definitely put something, you know, better there. But for now, I think it's gonna be okay. Let's see here, and we're getting really close. I mean, our room's pretty much getting close to done. The one thing I feel really weird about is this blank wall. I'm just going to stare at it for a little bit, I guess, trying to figure out what we could do there. Okay, let's see. We'll take a look here at our hanging decorations real quick that go on a wall. How about that? We'll start there. Oh, we've got, you know, I don't ever use these. These are kind of modern looking. Make that really big. We're going to get some stutter if I do something like that, but that's not any big deal. That's real easy to fix. I kind of would like to, I wonder if it's possible. I'd like to tilt that a little bit, and I think it is possible. Okay, let's go here real quick. Let's see if it is possible, and then we'll kind of decide from there what we're doing. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to fix some of this stutter. We're going to scale that one piece back by just 0.01%. Usually that will take care of our issue. Oh, whoops. I forgot I'd already scaled it up a little bit. Make it like that instead. There we go. And then we'll scale this one a little bit smaller. Okay, and then what do we have left here? Okay, these two are the same size now, so give me just a second. We'll make it 1.998 instead of 1.999. And there we go. Now their stutter is pretty much gone, pretty much eradicated there. Now, I really want to try to bend or tilt. Still a little bit of stutter there. That's a little unusual. We can adjust it a little bit more, though, if we need to. I want to rotate this, and let's change the axis like that. And if I rotate it 15 degrees along that new axis, aha. So it will work, but let's rotate it a negative 25 degrees. I think I did 0.25 degrees. I did negative 25 degrees. There we go. And I'm going to tilt that one as what's not scale. Let's rotate that by a negative 25 degrees. Like that. I'm going to try taking that 30 degrees. That might be too much. Let's try making that one 20 degrees. Okay, now we can go back into build mode here. Like so. And then let's see if we can kind of... Oh, shoot. No, don't change. Don't go back the way it was. Did it go back the way it was? It did. I don't want it to move. I want it to stay like that. I guess once we get it into place here, I kind of want to put them like they're blowing across the wall at slightly different angles, like the wind's kind of blowing them over a little bit. Let's try this again. Now, let's see how they look this way. I think it'll be okay. -25. And we'll do this one. -20. And let's just do this one. Like say -15. Let's see how that falls. So they're all a little bit different. Okay, and then I'm still getting a little bit of stutter there, so I'm going to make that 1.997. Let's see if that takes care of it. And it does. The other thing I want to do is change the colors of these. Let's see what other colors we have and maybe switch them around to a few other tones. Cannot be used on this object. Oh, shoot. That's right, because they're already pre-done, right? What is this thing called? What is it called? I can't clone it. What was it called? Is it here? Okay, so if I'm going to change the colors, I have to just grab each one. And I'm not going to do that. Well, no, I'm not. I'm going to just leave them like that for now. Later, I might swap out the colors. Later, I might decide, hey, yeah, maybe I do want to kind of swap out the colors on that. For the moment, I think it's okay. I think it looks just fine, just the way it is, because I don't want to screw around with it anymore. That's the real reason. That's mostly why. Now, if we go through here, we've got kind of everything set up. I thought in this window, maybe putting some plants or some sort of vegetation. I'm a little bit torn on that because I do dig. I'm really liking the clean look. So yeah, I'm going to leave it. I'm not going to put any sort of plants on there. One thing I'm going to do is fix this real quick. We've got some more stutter here. Let's go in and make that slightly smaller. Just again, let's see here. There we go. Let's outfit our laundry room real quick. Let's see. You know, I think I'm going to do this. Let's put this sink here. Let's put a corner sink in there. Let's grab a stackable washer and dryer. I'm going to do this color. I don't think I've ever done that color. That's the only reason why I'm choosing that. I think it'd be fun to put something, a little bit different in there. Let's take that. Whoops, take that out. We're going to put in some upper cabinetry real quick. Let's see here. I think this is the weird thing that comes with this sort of shelf in the corner. I actually really like, I really like the idea here, this concept of this shelf in the corner. I don't like the fact that it's pre-cluttered because I want to put my own stuff on there. Like in this case, I would put laundry related stuff on there, but I think it's kind of cool. I do think they should have done both a shelf and a typical corner cabinet, you know, for traditionalists, right? But I love the sort of non-traditional feel of it. I just want it plain. I want nothing on it. And I want the other option too. We'll grab ourselves a hamper. And now I'm going to go through here and we're just going to look at everything. We're going to go through all of our decorations and pull in a bunch of stuff from laundry day. Makes it so easy for us, right? Content packs. Laundry day. Here we go. What do we have here? There was something in particular I'm looking for. It is like the ironing board, this stuff. Yeah. So I'm going to put that in here. I guess like that. Let's go ahead and grab the broom as well. This is a really good pack if you just need like sort of this sort of clutter, you know? I think it's just perfect. Actually, that kind of looks cool there, doesn't it? Like you just threw everything in, like just dump it in there. Let's see, we'll put this here. Kind of put this over here. But I do use this pack and I use the stuff that comes in it all the time. I don't know if there's anything else I want to use in this particular room. I'm thinking about the shelving units, but the one thing that holds me back is that they won't match these shelves over here. So but I do like that. That's a little bit high up on the wall. We bring it down just a little bit. That's still pretty high though. This is not a very big room to see what we're doing here, but we're going to try to work our way in. Does it come? What colors does this come in? Maybe we can go ahead and use it. I mean, it's got that color, right? Or, you know, what I do is I just take that off because I'm pretty certain that we can. We have, we have the shelves that do match this that are blank. They're not corner, but they're straight across. And then maybe I could just put my own stuff up there. This matches, right? Yeah. So, but I guess I could kind of do my own corner shelf here. Yeah, well, you know what? I could using this. Hold on a second. Take this out. Let's take that out. Let's put this in here because I have the tool mod active. The reason why I don't normally do this is because we're going to get that awful stutter, right? That light is so in my way. Let me move that out of the way. So we get this really awful stutter, right? So I don't usually do it. But again, with the tool mod, we can just make it slightly smaller. We won't have the stutter. You won't be able to tell it's any smaller. And it'll work the same. And then I can kind of have that corner look. That looks good. And in fact, let's go ahead and we'll Can go ahead and bring these shelves all the way around. And we'll scale this down, and then we'll have we're kind of getting there. Okay, so that's good. I like that. Now, let's put a little rug down in here. Something for, well, obviously, this is a mansion, right? Obviously, this is a very upscale home. So something for the staff to stand on while they're working here in the laundry room. We're pretending that we're very well off today. But maybe not the staff. Maybe you do your own work in here. You want something nice to stand on. I was thinking maybe the little rubbery mat, like this thing here. Maybe that. It comes in green, red. Let's do this. Because that's actually pretty nice. You know, nice little rubber mat there. For when you're working in the laundry room, give you some place to stand. I'm going to put this over here by the sink. Maybe move that back over there. Now, I feel like we should have, and maybe it's in debug, some sort of... oh, you know, laundry bottles and stuff. Isn't that right? Let's go down here to laundry day again. See what we do have. See, we do right here. I didn't see this a minute ago. You know, maybe I just missed it when I was looking at the decor items. Is this the only one we have? Does it come in any different colors? Oh, it does. Okay, so it's got this too. Let's put that up there as well. We got two different kinds of snuggle to go up there. It's what it always reminds me of because it's got the little snuggle bear on it. When I was younger, again, I think this would be like in the 90s. You could do a mail away where you could get that little snuggle guy, the little snuggle bear from the commercials, right? You could get him as like a little plush. And again, I wanted one so bad and I never got it. There's so many things in my life I didn't get, right? I never got it. So I should look for one. I should look on eBay or something. See if I can find one of those little snuggle bears. It was super cute too. I don't know. I never saw it in person. It was super cute in like the magazine and wherever I saw it. Let's see here. Selection of these just to have something to put up here. I don't really need these for anything. I just want to have something on the counter. So it looks a little bit like a laundry room. Now I like for my laundry room to be pretty clean. I like for the counters to be pretty cleaned off and everything be pretty much put away. But, you know, I do want to have, I mean, we've got all these shelves for something, right? Should put something in here. There just may not be enough stuff from laundry day for us to use, but we could go and the first thing, the natural thing, the easy thing, we'll put in the word book, right? And we'll pull up a lot of loose books here so we could throw some of these up here. Grab this stack here. Will it go on the second shelf there? No, then let's put it down here. Come on, let's see here. Whoops. I want to kind of get this thing to turn around and go back against the wall, but it doesn't want to go back against the wall for me there. And it only wants to go on this upper shelf. So, okay, I'll let the game have its way. Upper shelf it is. Maybe we could put this in here. It's kind of big. We can make it smaller. And we'll pull this kind of over here, maybe. Throw that on there as well. If I can get it to fit. This is kind of a weird. This cabinet, this corner cabinet is a little strange at the moment, acting a little weird for me. That kind of overlaps a little bit. How bad does it look if we zoom in here? Does it look that bad? It's not too bad. I'm going to leave it because I kind of want to have a little place so like we take some notes. You know, maybe we have some cleaning books up here. I don't know. I just want to have some stuff in here. It looks like, again, a sort of lived in look. Throw those up there. And that's not too bad. I think as I find other stuff as I'm building, I'll throw some more things on the shelves. For now, nothing's really popping into my head per se. I do want to put maybe some artwork in here. Again, let's get down here where we can really see kind of what we're doing. We could put some family photos in here. Or just something small. Let's see. Oh, we could use this. Now, I use these pictures all the time, but I don't ever shrink them down. So they make kind of a neat little, you know, something kind of cool for the laundry room. Put this one here. Yeah, let's put those two there. It gives it a little color in there. It gives it something kind of bright. I hate to leave those shelves so empty. I'm going to look up trays real quick. Let's look up trays and see. Maybe if we have a couple of trays we can throw in there. Now, Sims wouldn't be able to use it, but we could throw something like, say, this up here. You know, like maybe it's in storage. Maybe they're not using it right now. So we could do that. Or we could put something like this while that's lit up. I don't want to do that. That's probably lit up too. It is. That kind of fits up there, but it looks a little weird, a little wonky. Let's throw that up there. That's from Spa Day, and we've used so much Spa Day stuff, we might as well use that too. I mean, I feel like the whole thing is just a Spa Day build, so we'll throw that up there just because. We got these Mahjong tiles. Let's put it up here too. Again, you know, because it's the sort of thing that probably just ends up in the laundry room somehow, and then later when you're looking for it, you can't find it. Let's just do one then. We'll do one of them. I mean, maybe you want to play Mahjong and you need 4 of those things and you can't find the 4th one. And turns out it's in the laundry room and nobody wants to claim responsibility for having put it in there. Put a little plant maybe in here. And let's see here. I really don't know what else to put on here. I guess we could. Oh, I'm gonna just grab 1 or 2 more things out of here, just at random. Oh, keys. Okay, let's grab some keys. I'm gonna put these over here. I'm gonna throw these on that desk. Oh, let's put an old stack of CDs in here. Again, the sort of thing that someone's like, well, I don't want to get rid of these. And so you're like, well, put them in the laundry room. Let's just store them out and grab that too. I love, by the way, these are 2 of my new favorite things. This purse, right? And this stuff. And then the keys and the phone. Those are like the 2 like most incredibly great, wonderful additions to the game. Like recently, I think. Hold on just a second here. I got to check on something. Having a brief issue with my feed here. Hold on just a moment. Okay, there we go. Now it's back. Okay, there we go. Awesome. Okay. So let's throw those cookbooks up there as well, and maybe this gym in a box. That looks like a laundry room thing. You know, just any sort of junk that you didn't want to go to the garage. And we don't have garages in the Sims, right? So everything ends up in the laundry room. And then that's kind of our laundry room. I don't think it looks too bad. Kind of looks pretty good. Someplace to toss junk and stuff out of the way. I'm going to scoot that over just a little bit. And I think I'm going to change the color of it to blue. Yeah, I think to that right there. Okay, now out here, we're going to do a sort of kitchen office area. You know, pretty quick, pretty easy. I do need some bar stools both for here and for this area over here. I'm not sure I'm going, well, I'm really not sure I'm going to put any bar stools here. We do have a dining room table right here. So I don't think I will do bar stools there. Let's just grab a bar stool for down here. Something easy, something modern. We've got Dream Home Decorator. There we go. Grab these keys, put them there. I really always want to get the best computer, right? Especially when I'm doing like a no budget build. But then at the same time, what I really love is this laptop. So I guess we'll go with the laptop. Nice golden laptop. Isn't that cool? Love it. Put the keys over here by it. Maybe throw this purse. Well, let's put it like maybe right there. I do think I want to put some sort of art here along the back of the wall, but I'm not certain. I also think I just want to decorate it with wall. Let's go ahead and do, let's tie in some of this look from the outside of the house. The smooth paneling. It's going to be kind of a good area to kind of outfit this sort of nook, this sort of office space. Gives us a nice warm feel, a nice warm look. We really don't need much here. I mean, we could do a sort of stack of junk, I guess, but I think, let me look real quick. I think we might be able to grab something from Dream Home Decorator and use it for a little bit. Let's see. Let's filter the items. Like so. Let's look here in decorations. Maybe they're over here. Here we go. Something like this we could put up here. You know, like some storage boxes of stuff. I was thinking something, yeah, more like this. How about these plastic ones? That looks like the sort of thing you might throw on your desk, you know, to keep stuff in. What colors does it come in? Blue. Let's do it in blue. I would love it. How much smaller can I make this? Will it fit back here? Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and put the red ones here in kind of a smaller kind of setup. See if I can fit 2 of them back here, or maybe another box of them, another group of them over here, maybe. Or maybe not. I kind of feel like they should be right next to each other, side by side, is my thought on that. That's what I'm trying to get these to do. That kind of works. So let's do like that. We'll throw a couple of boxes on there. It's pretty much good to go. Should we? Let's put a couple of postcards up. These are the best and easiest sort of fallbacks for some desk area decor. Because again, and especially off the kitchen, you know, kind of looks like something you're going to get on vacation. And you know, you're here paying the bills from that vacation. And so you throw up some reminders of where you've been. Put that there. And there's bound to be a little plant that we can put on our desk. What kind though? Maybe this. I think I might use this, but do it smaller. If I can get it to fit. Can I get it to fit? I kind of want it to go right here. Is the thing. I kind of want it to go there, and then maybe I can move these over here. Yeah, that's pretty good. I don't think that's too bad. It's not really intersecting each other. Can I move this? Yeah, let's move this over here. And we'll give it a little more realism. We'll find... Oh, this is good. Okay. This. What colors does it come in? Yellow, blue, kind of black. We'll just use the black one. I don't want it to intersect, you know, with these keys. Let's see. That's probably close enough. I feel like really, if this didn't lock to slots, you know, if it didn't lock in place, I really kind of want to twist this just a little. Oh, I can twist it. Okay, I was using just Alt before, but I guess I wasn't pressing down on this other button. I want to kind of twist it a little bit, so it looks not quite so perfectly in place. I want to get more of the, you know, the feel and the thought that they came in and threw their junk, you know, down on the desk like we do. And then the last thing I think is a set of, I don't know if these will shrink down properly, but I'm going to try. I'm going to take some pictures and put in there and just try to have them smaller, like some little family photos here. I haven't done much clutter in the kitchen, and I really don't think I'm going to do much clutter in the kitchen. I kind of like to keep it clean. But then at the same time, I think, well, it's going to look a little boring if I don't put something there, right? If I don't do something to dress it up a little bit. We could use something like this. Now, this was kind of popping into my head, so we could put some grass up here, right? But that's not bad. I mean, I'm kind of laughing about it, but it's kind of a neat little look. Let's see here. It's very clean, you know, very simple. Looks a little bit like it's kind of built in there. So we'll go with that. I think there's a soap dish. We could do a soap dish here. We've got this one. We've got this one. Well, hell, let's use Spa Day. Again, Spa Day has been so heavily leaned on that I'm going to go ahead and just put this little Spa Day soap here. And I think, oh gosh, I don't know. I don't want to get too much stuff here. I really don't. But I'm going to go through the cool kitchen stuff. And maybe we just put a few things here. This looks kind of like a little prep area to me, right? Because it's kind of big. It's open. It's flat. So maybe we're going to put like some spices here. We'll grab some sort of cutting board, maybe. I don't know. Maybe not. Let's not do the cutting board. Let's do these spices, though. We'll put these spices on here. And that is a very modern look. It looks like you would find in a very modern kitchen. I do like that. We've got these flowers. They're not meant for the counter, but shrink them down. Kind of pull them out here. And okay, so maybe is that it? Is that all we could use? We could put, you know, these knives out here, I guess, or I could get the knife block. We have a new knife block, don't we? Yes. Maybe we check it out. Say cool kitchen off. This one. So we could kind of do that, I suppose. It's kind of not wanting to go where I want it to go. Because I don't want it to sit in the middle of the cabinet. I don't think it would sit in the middle of the cabinet. I feel like it would be back, you know, back towards the edge. Which, okay. Let's see here. We'll just, you know, drag this out. We'll just drag it out and move this, you know, physically into place. Move this way out of my way. Pull this like so. Okay, that looks pretty good. That was a little bit better. Put that back into place. Kind of slide this over a little bit so it's not in the way. What different colors does this come in? Let's see. So we've got that. We've got that. We've got that. It's not too bad. I like the style of this, but just barely, you know. I mean, I kind of like the idea of it, but it's got kind of a weird look. I'm going to go with that. So we've got a little bit of clutter there. We got a little bit over here by the sink. We've got nothing here on this bar. And again, I don't know that we need anything on the bar. It's the sort of thing where I feel like it would be nice, maybe. Let's take a look. I fall back on plants way too much. I need to I'm going to do a build challenge for myself. No plants. You have to build a house or an office or just anything, but you can't put any plants in it as decoration, right? Put this here. Like the plant-free challenge. Okay, so we got that. Let's do it in black. And I guess nothing here. The one thing I'm kind of thinking of, it looks a little, it's going to look a little sort of messy, right? But I do really like the piece. It's like this. So I guess, you know, we can do that to this idea. Maybe someone's having breakfast, but it does feel like the sort of thing. I mean, would it be here all the time, every day? You know, like it never moves. But I'm gonna go ahead and put it there just so there's something out there. It gives it a little bit of a lived in look. And let's grab a bowl of fruit. Let's get a bowl of fruit here for the breakfast table. Let's see. What do we have to work with? We've got this. Oh, I do like this. What is, let's see here. This is very, very cool. We've got a lot of great looks to it. This is like pretty new. It's kind of big. In fact, it's like super big, but we can make it smaller like that. And I don't think it looks too bad, right? It looks pretty good. You know, in the smaller fashion. I mean, the pineapple looks a little small. It does. Pineapple looks a little small. The fruits will maybe look a little too small, but I don't think it's the end of the world. Let me go in here and see what different kind of colors and all this comes in. That's cool. That's cool. All of these look pretty good. I really like that. Ooh, that looks good. I'm gonna go with that. Really like that sort of key design, or kind of maybe like chain link design. It's got like links of a chain. So that takes care of our kitchen area, laundry, and kitchen office. We're going to put in a quick bathroom here. We really don't need much as far as this bathroom goes. This is more of a realism type of thing, because if you lived in a house this size, chances are you're going to have a lot of bathrooms, more bathrooms by far than you have bedrooms even. So yeah, I just thought, well, if you lived in a house this big and have big parties all the time and stuff like that, you're probably going to have a lot of bathrooms. Like 5 bathrooms or 5 bedrooms, 8 bathrooms. That's kind of what I'm thinking, something like that. And we'll do the same thing that we've been doing. We'll grab the sink, mirror, sort of table that we're going to use to frame out. Whoops, I think I lost it. The table we're going to use to frame out the mirror. Let's grab a light fixture here real quick because it is kind of dark. And so far I've been using this mirror, you know, this table to frame out the mirror in white and only in white. And I think I could try something, you know, maybe darker in this bathroom. I don't know. I'm feeling the urge to do this bathroom a little bit different than the other bathrooms so far, so maybe. Let's grab... You know, we've got this sort of color. Make that a little bit smaller. I'm going to get it right here in a second. Here we go. Let's move it down just a little bit. We're going to bring it out a little bit there. That'll give us kind of the, that might still be a little bit too high. I really need a sim in here to kind of double check it. I'm going to go ahead and move it down a little bit more. And then I'm going to bring our sim in here. We're going to take a look. I do this a lot with sims. I bring them in with mirrors and windows as well to make sure that they actually look like they kind of line up. See how, you know, if he faces the mirror, he's not going to be able to see his face, right? Because it's not quite down low enough. It doesn't matter. He doesn't care, but I kind of do. I want it to feel very realistic. I want it to feel very, you know, real world. Aha. See, it's a little bit better. It's more like he's looking directly into it. And so that's kind of that's the route we're going to go with that there. And I think back here, you know, I am wanting to do this a little bit different. Let's throw this paneling in there as well, just for now. I don't know in the end if I'm going to keep it, but I do want a somewhat different look in this particular bathroom than I've got in the other bathrooms so far. Okay, and with that, we're going to call an end to this particular stream. Please hit like, subscribe, and notify if you're watching right now, or if you're watching later when this stream will be on archive, of course. I always save all my streams on YouTube. You can go back and look at any of them. So if you're watching now or then, please hit like, subscribe, and notify. We're going to be finishing this build as we continue the next couple of days. I'm going to try to get on and do some more live streams at night when I get home from work. Finish this up, and then when the Max's stream happens on Thursday, we should finally get a look at the world, finally see what the world's like, see exactly where we're headed, and we're going to design some more builds that will specifically fit that particular space, wherever it may be, whatever we're dealing with, right? So we're going to do that. So please hit like, subscribe, and notify so you can follow along for those. In the meantime, every so often I do throw up recorded videos, reviews, things of that nature. And once the pack does drop, we should have some sort of early access being in the creator network. Don't know how early, but some sort of early access. And I'll do a review of that, a full review of the pack. I think we're going to do a live stream of the pack, really take a look at how it works, because Lord knows I feel a little iffy about it. I have a few reservations about it. I love the world. I love the stuff. I love all the furniture and stuff, you know. But I just hope that it's full enough that people are like, yeah, this is worth, you know, $40. This is going to do it for me. But in the meantime, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Live stream coming from the Max's Development Studio developers on Thursday at 11 or noon or 1 Central Time. I got to look it up. I don't know. It's here on YouTube. But until then, until the next stream, till the next video, thanks for watching.